Hello, and welcome to UNISM, the church of tomorrow. No gods, no saviors, and no chosen people. Our topic for today's presentation is transformation of consciousness. What is spirituality? Spirituality is a broad topic, and there are many thoughts and definitions, as there are many spiritual experiences and teachings. Our first stop is at Lightways University, an esoteric school of healing and empowerment. According to their YouTube presentation, spirituality is going within for your answers, your power, your peace. Spirituality is no longer believing that your peace and your power are wrapped up in some concept outside of yourself, maybe sitting in the clouds, judging whether or not you deserve peace and happiness. No, spirituality is understanding that you are the walking physical embodiment of peace itself, power itself, happiness itself, which means that those things cannot be awarded or taken away by any concept outside of yourself. When you take responsibility, you take your power back. Essentially, Lightways is teaching us that spirituality is taking your life back from whoever is in control of it and from whoever you ask to control it, and taking full responsibility. Obviously, this is not going to be easy, but especially if you believe in putting your life in the hands of others. But with regular spiritual practices like meditation, mindfulness, spiritual education, visualization, life celebration ceremonies, and life cycle ceremonies, you could wake up and take full control of your life. Moving forward, according to evolved teachings, spirituality does not have a specific definition because it can be defined in many ways. According to their presentation on YouTube, spirituality is the process of making the mind free from fears, worries, and non-stop thinking, and experiencing inner peace and bliss in one's everyday life. Spirituality is about training yourself to being less reactive to the events happening in your life by freeing yourself from the monkey mind. Spirituality is the process of awakening from ordinary consciousness, rising above the ego, and awakening to a wider consciousness. Spirituality is not the same as religion because spirituality does not involve blind faith, obedience to authority, or following rules. On the contrary, real spiritual people are most likely on their own. Spirituality is not about worshipping anybody, not a god, not gurus, and not even ideas. So you have it. So some of the notable thoughts of evolved teachings include the distinction between religion and spirituality. Many people confuse it. The nature of spirituality as a personal journey and a process of awakening. However, the teaching about not worshiping gods may only be true in some cases, such as those who are pursuing the path of knowledge or the path of action. According to the Bhagavad Gita, there are 3 ways to live a spiritual life, and they include the path of action, the path of devotion, and the path of wisdom, or the path of knowledge. The path of action emphasizes performing one's duty without the expectation of rewards. The path of devotion emphasizes devoting oneself to a personal God or the divine. And the path of wisdom emphasizes a personal journey toward spiritual realization. It involves knowing who you are and the environment around you. Sri Ramakrishna is one of the notable examples of a spiritual seeker following the path of devotion. He was a devotee of the goddess. But I read in one of his biographies that he also contemplated Christ and learned from different religions. Thus, my understanding about contemplation, okay, let's take that again. Thus, my understanding is that one could contemplate or even worship the divine, a god or a goddess, in the pursuit of a spiritual life. However, the worship or contemplation of the divine, a god or a goddess, must be your choice instead of a requirement by an organization or the state. Your government. Moving on. Actualized.org by Leo Gura is one of the most watched YouTube channels. Like Lightways University and Evolved Teachings, Leo also has many definitions for spirituality. Some of the notable ones include: spirituality is the raising of consciousness. Spirituality is escaping the matrix. It's waking up. Spirituality is aligning your life with the truth and with consciousness. Spirituality is dissolving of the ego and dissolving of your separate sense of self. It's a conquering of your inner demons and your shadow. Leo has more definitions for spirituality in his presentation, but the one that actually caught my attention was spirituality is escaping the matrix, is waking up. The Matrix is a 1999 science fiction action film that portrays a future in which we are trapped inside the Matrix, a simulated reality created by machines. According to Osama Shaber, founder and CEO of Creative Giant Technologies, the Matrix refers to the systems and structures in society that keep us bound to the traditional ways of living and working. These systems can include societal norms, cultural expectations, educational institutions, corporate structures that often prioritize profit over people. Essentially, the matrix is the status quo that many people feel trapped in, making it difficult to break free and live life on their own terms. We have learned many definitions of spirituality, and you might be asking, what is really spirituality? One definition that could get you started on your journey is that spirituality is a personal journey for the transformation of consciousness. Now the next question is, what is transformation of consciousness? Please check out our next presentation for more information on the transformation of consciousness. UNISM, the Church of Tomorrow. One love, one planet, and one people. UNISM is a spiritual organization dedicated to the celebration of all lives, including plants, fishes, animals, birds. There are no gods, no saviors, and no chosen people. UNISM is for the rest of us who believe in creation.